We begin this hour talking about how APD is picking the former head of its SWAT team to lead the department into a new era.
Yes, Chief Gordon Eden is hiring retired Commander Robert Huntsman, this gentleman, to help implement the Department of Justice's reforms, the ones that are due out tomorrow. Mr. Huntsman will be APD's 4th Deputy Chief. He'll oversee the Police Academy and Internal Affairs, 2 areas that could be facing some major changes. Huntsman has nearly 3 decades of experience with Albuquerque's police department, leading its SWAT team and bomb squad. He retired in 2012. And now City Council President Ken Sanchez is questioning the timing of Mr. Huntsman's hire, announced just 2 days before the DOJ releases findings of an investigation into APD's culture and use of force. But Councilor Sanchez approves of the choice.
He is part of the older regime, but at the same time, you have that institutional knowledge, which I think is vital moving forward.
Robert Huntsman here will make $112,000 a year in his new job. And APD is keeping a close eye on its substations this morning after vandals splattered 4 of them with red paint overnight on Monday. We told you about this yesterday. Some breaking news. The station on South Broadway near Bridge got splattered. So did the one on Central at Rio Grande, the one at the Triangle Park in Nob Hill, and the substation in the Heights near Montgomery and Tramway. The city calls these attacks quite unusual.
Normally, most vandalism occurs with spray paint, so this was a little different. It appears that they use that to throw and they splattered it across the building rather than spraying it.
As you can see, there are really no messages with the vandalism, just a lot of paint, so police can't be sure exactly what is behind this. But it's a good bet it's most likely motivated by the shooting of James Boyd and other problems at APD. The substations do not have security cameras, so there's no video of whoever caused all the vandalism.
Albuquerque City Councilors want to see change at the police department, and they want to see change fast. Councilors got an earful Monday night, as we reported, from more than 100 people at the City Council meeting. It lasted more than 5 hours. Many spoke out, calling for change, saying that they have lost confidence in APD. As for the council, President Ken Sanchez says that he is waiting for the results of the justice investigation before commenting, really. Isaac Benton is looking at a way of getting the public to vote on citizen oversight of APD, and Councilor Ray Garduno is considering an ordinance making it illegal for officers to not use their lapel cameras. In other news, metro area taxpayers best brace themselves for a hefty price tag when reforms do end up happening at APD, according to today's Albuquerque Journal. If the DOJ findings turn out like investigations elsewhere in the country, APD could face millions of dollars in reforms and some type of federal oversight. Also, the price tag for making changes and hiring a monitor has reached as high as $55 million, according to the Albuquerque Journal. Again, the DOJ report is due out 10 a.m. tomorrow, and News 13 will be all over this, both on air and online. We will actually be streaming the DOJ announcement live on our website, KRQE.com. Meanwhile, services are set for the man whose death sparked a wave of international outrage against APD.
The funeral for James Boyd, the man who was killed by Albuquerque police in the foothills on Sunday, March 16th, is set for this Sunday, 3 weeks after he was shot. Services will be held at 11 at St. Martin's Homeless Center here in Albuquerque. You are welcome to go. Investigators say Boyd's mental illness helped to lead him to commit a string of violent crimes, frequently landing him in mental hospitals and jail. Check out our website, KRQE.com. We have complete coverage of the shooting death of James Boyd by APD and the international fallout from that. Law officers from all over the country are now vying to be the next police chief in Santa Fe. So far, nearly 50 people have applied for the job there. Santa Fe's mayor is forming a citizen committee to narrow the pool to 5 finalists. Then the city manager will interview them.
But it's exciting. We have from all over the country, as far, east as Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, California, some of the other people. I have the list here. It's amazing.
Santa Fe's former police chief Raymond Real here retired last month. The city of Santa Fe is also catching some flack this morning for spending big bucks treating some international high rollers. An outfit called the International Motorist Tour stopped in Santa Fe last week. Take a look at this. It features drivers from all around the world and some very posh cars, such as Rolls Royces, Bentleys, and Aston Martins. Very nice rides. Now, they requested a police escort all day while they were cruising the capital city because they said they are unfamiliar with local traffic laws. Well, that cost the city nearly $5 grand. A city spokesperson calls the money, quote, well spent, saying these visitors will have very nice things to say about Santa Fe.
The National Guard's military police units in the metro area often are the first ones called during an emergency, but a new plan would move those units out. Last weekend, MPs who train in armories in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho were told they're moving to armories in Belen and Farmington. That means more travel time for drills every weekend a month. Soldiers we spoke with say that under the proposal, in addition to all that, soldiers from the metro area who get called up would have to drive to Belen or even to Farmington and back, and that is a 6-hour trip.
If we do move a unit like the military police, for example, it would be to ensure that they have the best possible facilities that are congruent with their mission requirements.
The units are 2 of 20 in New Mexico that could be on the move. The New Mexico National Guard says even if military police units move out of the city, there would be plenty of other units that could immediately respond to an emergency in Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's one of the big concerns from a lot of people here is how quickly could these soldiers get here? God forbid there was a major wildfire that hit the Duke City or something like that. Then you deal with the troops themselves. They're going to have to pay more money out of their pockets for the gas to drive. The military, the government does not cover that. Then there's also troop morale. A lot of them we talk with, not on camera, but privately said, it's just more time away from their families.
Yeah.
That's the last thing they want.
Yeah.
They go 1 weekend a month and then
That's
2 weeks once a year.